Hey guys, it's your favorite two teachers. We're going to get started with our first video preview for this school year for Algebra 2. It's on order of operations. You guys have been dealing with this since elementary school, so we're going to go through it kind of quickly. Remember, we've got PEMDAS. We're adding in an R, and we're going to talk about that in a second. So our first one with our P is going to be our parenthesis or grouping symbols, and that means we're going to have lots of different grouping symbols. That could be parentheses, it could be square brackets, it could be your squiggly brackets, it could even be absolute value signs. Then we're going to go E and R, which is exponents and radicals. We're not going to do a ton with radicals, but it's your square roots. So we'll have those. Then we got M and D for multiply and divide, and A and S for add and subtract. Now, some of you are probably wondering, why did I throw them in lines like that? And that's because we have our special case where we have to make sure we go from left to right. And left to right is critical because it can change the outcome of your problem. Let's take a look at a few examples before we get too far into this. We want to simplify the expression of 3 times 2 squared plus 7. You do need to show all your work. Until you get comfortable with this and we give you clearance, you have to show every word. I like to bracket in what I'm going to do. So I look and I say, okay, I do have parentheses, but that's also exponents. 2 squared. 2 squared is 4, so now I got 3 times 4 plus 7. Then I've got 3 times 4 because multiplication comes before addition. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 7, which gives me 19.
So as you can see, we still need to show all of our steps, and we're not at the ability to combine steps as of yet. We'll have to wait for either one of us to approve combining of steps at this point.
Let's look at the next example. Our next one, we got 2 squared times the quantity 2 plus 3 plus 5. I'm going to start with 2 plus 3 because it's in parentheses. Could I, if I want to, distribute? We're not going to distribute. We only distribute if we have something inside that we cannot combine. So 2 plus 3 is 5. So I still have the 2 squared out front plus 5. Then we've got our exponents. 2 squared is 4 times 5.
Reminder, 2 squared is not 2 times 2, it's 2 times 2 for itself.
Right. And now that one's kind of tricky, because 2 times 2 and 2 squared are the same thing. But if we have 3 squared, it's not 3 times 2, it's 3 times 3. So then we go our 4 times 5, which is 20, plus 5, to give us our final answer of 25. Finally, we've got our third example we're going to do as our preview. And that third one is 16 divided by 2 minus 1 times 5. So remember, left to right, so just because M comes before D and PEMDAS means we're not going to do M first, we're going to do D because it comes further left. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And then we go multiplication. Here's where you got to be careful. We can take it either as a negative 1 times 5, or we can do positive 1 times 5. I'm going to do positive 1 and treat it like a minus. So we have 8 minus 5, which is 3. So remember, if you had just gone left to right, you would add 8 minus 1, 7 times 5, which is 35, and that would not be correct. So now, here are the 2 practice problems that I want you to give a shot with. Normally, if it weren't the first video of the year, you would have to take these 2 and do them for the next day in class, which is what you'll have to do. But normally you'd have to bring them already done. Now you're going to have time in class to get them done, in addition to the other homework that we're going to talk to you about. So get these done, and congratulations, you've completed your first video.